Welcome back to the channel once again, fam. In the latest chapter of Baton Rouge rap drama, two local rappers were arrested this week in Miami after federal agents searched the South Florida house belonging to Fredo and arrested his associate Lit Yoshi, who was already out on $1.82 million bond, and now he faces additional charges stemming from, you guessed it, yet another gang shooting.
Hey, turn him around. Turn him around.
The raid came after investigators linked Yoshi to an April 2020 shooting in Slidell, and several months after a Baton Rouge judge told him to stop treating his house arrest as a paid vacation in South Florida. Yoshi was already facing 7 counts of attempted first-degree murder in Baton Rouge. His existing charges stemmed from 2 shootings that detectives attributed to a simmering feud between rival Baton Rouge record labels. He moved to Florida after posting bond last August, a move the judge called prudent for his safety. He was living in Miami with Fredo, and both young men have established themselves as relatively successful rappers and are members of the Top Boy Gorilla Gang, which, of course, as you know, obviously goes by TBG. Fredo was on parole after pleading guilty to illegal use of weapons and simple criminal damage to property following a 2015 shooting outside of Baton Rouge apartment complex. He was arrested Thursday on a parole violation after police and federal agents found firearms inside his house and a stolen car outside, his attorney confirmed. Law enforcement officials had previously announced they were investigating Yoshi and Fredo in connection with a May 2019 shooting in Miami, targeting NBA YoungBoy, founder of a rival rap gang. Neither has been charged in that case, though a judge ruled in February that evidence from the Miami incident and the Slidell shooting could be used against Yoshi in his ongoing attempted murder case. Ron Haley, the attorney representing both Fredo and Yoshi, said he hopes Givens will be released from jail soon because the guns were registered to his security guards and the stolen car was not his. Fredo was scheduled to perform Friday at Rollin' Loud. Haley said he had serious concerns about how law enforcement handled the situation on Wednesday. He said officers showed up at the house to arrest Edwards on the new charges, then used that occasion as an excuse to search the property. Haley added that Yoshi has been compliant with his bond conditions and his whereabouts were no secret, so authorities could have notified him about the new warrant and asked him to turn himself in. The aggressive manner in which agents entered the home of Mr. Givens, with smoke bombs armed with assault rifles and tactical gear, could have easily been avoided, Haley said. Instead, his property was damaged and his house was left a wreck. Now it appears the search was conducted as part of a larger investigation into the TBG gang. Yoshi had been free since last August when he posted the exceedingly high $1.82 million bond I mentioned earlier, and the Baton Rouge judge set strict conditions of his release but allowed him to move to Florida for safety reasons, telling him to stay away from Baton Rouge except for family emergencies and court dates. He was allowed to make music, but prohibited from appearing in any music videos, posting on social media, and of course, possessing firearms. Law enforcement officers testified at his bond hearing that the 2 shootings appeared gang-related. Officers described Yoshi as a top enforcer with the TBG gang that's been feuding with the BBG gang, or Bottom Boy Gorilla, which includes NBA YoungBoy and his affiliates. The 2 Baton Rouge record labels didn't just start this feud. They've got a long history of deadly violence against each other, dating all the way back to 2017, when the slaying of rapper Garrett G Money Burton, a TBG leader, happened. If nothing else, the new allegations against Yoshi shine a little more light on the ongoing Baton Rouge rap beef. According to an arrest warrant prepared by Slidell police, officers responded to reports of a shooting on April 29, 2020, and later discovered the intended target was likely a man signed to the NBA YoungBoy record label who allegedly had a hit out on him from a rival Baton Rouge rap group. The man and another person who was injured in the shooting had just entered a vehicle outside a Slidell apartment complex when they were met with a hail of bullets. The intended target, who escaped without injuries, just so happened to be scheduled to testify against Yoshi in court regarding a previous shooting incident. Detectives later unearthed a YouTube video posted in March of 2020, in which Edwards was recorded calling him a snitch.
Stop playing. Don't get on here talk about some fake. Yeah, stop playing. That's the paper that came to your front door. Playing. MBA Michi is a rat. You heard what I said? that ain't the paperwork saying exactly what he said, but that's the paperwork saying that you's a victim. You said something and they need you to back up on my court date because they don't have nothing on me. You know what I'm saying? They only got probation for 5 years, 10 years in jail if you get caught with a gun. You just got out. You swapped me out, huh? Yeah, you made a deal with the people and swapped me out for your probation, huh?
The paper is on Instagram. I read the paper. I told on my. You don't see no statement with Lawrence Wilson back. Ain't my name and ain't my address. Those stupid. You know what sound me to? You know what sound me to? Know what sound me to? Stop playing on me. You know what over me, man. Go read the paperwork. Read that TBG. Yeah, like that. Real life like that. And I'm in the rack. I'm in the bottom. I made the deals up. It's the piece of paper. Didn't say done and flow.
Yoshi was finally arrested after his phone was found in a vehicle involved in another shooting in Baton Rouge on July 4th of 2020. Search warrants for the phone turned up evidence that implicated him in both shootings, as well as other criminal activity, according to police. The phone also contained several text conversations in which his father urged him to leave town because his life was in danger. He was booked into jail as a fugitive and will likely be extradited back to Louisiana in the coming weeks. After learning of his latest arrest, Baton Rouge prosecutors filed a request to revoke bond on Thursday, arguing he violated several conditions of his release, including racking up new criminal charges. His attorney, however, argued there were no allegations of new criminal activity because the charges are based on an incident last year. If the request is granted, that would leave him jailed until his existing charges are resolved.
Rapper Fredo Bang was arrested in Florida. Some press outlets are reporting that he was arrested for a shooting involving NBA YoungBoy. That's false. Fredo Bang was arrested for a parole violation. The cops were at a residence owned by Fredo Bang, and the cops were there executing a warrant that they had for another rapper, a guy by the name of Lit Yoshi. So they're at Fredo's house to pick up Lit Yoshi, and they say that we discovered illegal guns, stolen cars, and they're charging Fredo. Fredo's lawyer is saying that the security guards, Fredo's security, they're saying that his guns, they already claimed the guns. And the stolen cars, my client was never in it. Those are somebody else's cars. My client had nothing to do with it. As to Lit Yoshi, the cops say they have a warrant out tying him to a shooting in April 2020 in Louisiana. So Lit Yoshi's going to get arrested and likely charged with that shooting. However, that's not any shooting involving NBA YoungBoy. It's not the shooting where NBA YoungBoy was shot at and a bystander was hit. It's a totally different, separate shooting.